There's a lot of pressure on Cloud9 to play well on the top side, though, because this is very reminiscent of the game that they got blown out against the T1, where Zeus actually went with that.
Isn't ready for this.
Yeah, there are a lot of people up here as the equalizer comes down. Oscar, I think, knows that he's going to struggle in this one, decides to get as much damage onto Fudge as he can, and he's running back towards the enemy turret. There's the permafrost, there's the pulverize, and there goes first blood for Fudge.
That's massive.
Anything could still happen in this game.
You have to say, though, it's a 1K gold lead, and they haven't dropped their Herald, so I think they're in a pretty good spot, and they're looking for a dive.
Now the two-man Pulver is going to come through. There's the crash down, but it's the Featherstorm that's going to answer, and Sven is the one that locks down that kill, and now Noah, can he answer back? He's got red-white guns, but Berserker's feeling good, and that is going to be the tanking done so beautifully.
Got that push, you hit level 6 up the wave, and immediately dive.
Oh dear, level 7 here for Blabber as the equalizer comes down. C9 can move out of the way of it if they would like to, as now Fudge dives in. Razork is going to go the opposite direction, though. The permafrost not quite in range as Blabber does find it. The fade away with the ultimate, and Oscar just has to let his jungler die.
I mean, Razork just went way too far. He gave away a freebie there. As
Easy turnaround to spend one more.
All right, he is probably, oh, never mind, he gets into the fog of war. The ward goes down. Blabber, can you keep your support alive? And I think he can, although he may not be able to keep himself alive as the flash is going to whiff. Not able to get over that wall, and now Blabber's just going to have to give up the ghost.
Yikes, yikes.
Distortion, pretty good ability, and that's going to get M&S out of trouble. Blabber not going to get knocked up, but there is the Cataclysm to trap in the Piggy. Sven wants to try and find a way to make this one happen as Noah finds an ultimate. There goes Blabber, and Sven, he doesn't have the Sejuani to keep him alive. A 4-man pulverize to celebrate the ending of Sven here in this moment.
I mean, Fnatic could jump up the top side and see if he can get some of the Fudge. Sven's still here, and Humanoid doesn't realize it.
Yeah, Humanoid going to dive forward. The Everfrost is decent, but the Counter-Strike is a little bit better. Never mind, Pulverize is going to come through, and now Trimby is going to make his way up. There's the flash forward! Finds the crash down onto Sven, and once again, he's a cow with a dream, but this time, he does have his flash, so he gets out alive.
The chains from Humanoid were massive there. They locked up Fudge just long enough where Humanoid was able to escape and not get caught. And Sven is caught, though.
Oh dear, Sven does find a decent pulverize there to try and keep himself alive, but he's not out of the woods just yet. Humanoid was tanking up the turret as now Blabber's looking for him. The Everfrost is decent, but the Glacial Prison is better. Kingslayer keeps Humanoid alive, and now Razork's looking for Sven, who just headbutts him away. The Cataclysm comes in, and he's walking circles literally around him, and now M&S wants to finish this one off. He's got a Magnet Storm to contend with, but some low health bars on Fnatic means this one is all coming up C9. Humanoid gets himself a Featherstorm in the nick of time, but the Q comes in. Berserker, he really wants this, but it's Blabber that's going to be the one to help lock it down. They do manage to take it.
Did get Herald, so you take this as a win. You traded flashes, and you got to just try to back it up.
Sven's emote game has been fantastic, even though it's been the one emote, but there's the equalizer. The Moonlight Vigil does fly down as Trimby looks to stun up the cow, and they do manage to get him. Some low health bars, but not enough. The equalizer is now making its way into the fight as M&S gets over that wall. The Drake is going down low, but Humanoid now going for the engage. The equalizer is decent, but it's not onto Berserker, who's now trying to kite back. The Drake goes down, but can they actually stay alive in the fight? As Humanoid, he flashes away, but the execution's there from M&S.
They need more.
And now C9, yeah, you're exactly right. They're going to have to go for it as the Magnet Storm is massive! Trimby's going to try and take them down. Is now Oscar in that backline with the Flame Spinner just burning them all down, but it's Berserker that's trying to get more. Noah now able to get those shots in. It's a bit of a disaster, but in the end, it's all Fnatic. And Berserker's just trying to get that one last kill, and Noah says no.
They couldn't get Noah, and that might be the end. And has on this Rumble really well orchestrated fight, and Fnatic want more.
Yeah, the first big win here in this game goes to Fnatic, but the game is not over yet. They do have Infernal Soul, which is so important. Sven also doesn't have a whole lot of his health bar, does get a decent shield, but the will not quite as unbreakable as you might assume. And like you say, now 4 versus 5 in favor of Fnatic. They can head towards Baron.
There's no TP. Fudge has to run. You know, I think that C9 have really bungled this. They totally failed their setup at that 3rd dragon. Now I think Fnatic get a free Baron. I think this is it.
Blabber's looking to try and get in there. If he can get that Miracle Steal, then there is going to be an opportunity, but he is going to get Magnet Storm. They are looking for the Baron. It's a lot of damage down, though, as Berserker is free hitting 2 kills. Already the Equalizer does next to nothing, and that's going to be 3 in trade for the Baron. They're going to need to try and get out of here, and they're going to have to try and get out fast, and they are going to be able to do
advantages where he can. But the big problem is still looming. They're looking for a pick here on Trimby, but great buffer on the dismount there to keep him safe. And Razork looking for the turn, maybe.
Yeah, the Equalizer goes down again. Blabber is completely cornered off. He's trying to get out of there, but he's not going to be able to. That's the lockdown. A great knock up onto Sven as well, who's Once again, gonna try and use the ulti to escape, but it's not going to work. Trimby gonna lock down that kill. That is 2 for free for Fnatic.
And that he needs to get over this wall.
Yeah, the chain's gonna miss. Noah is finally going to turn up, has the long-range guns for this fight. Doesn't quite have to sever him, but he may not necessarily need it. That is a great snipe from the Glacial Prison, but it doesn't quite work out, as that is gonna be Fnatic locking down the Drake, and now the Dragon is going to burn through C9. They try to get one back, but it's not gonna be enough. Berserker, the cleanse, he just can't cleanse the death, and Noah gets a double.
You know, maybe the Elder, you try to come out and you fight the Elder, you pray that you're able to hold, you pray that you're able to steal an Elder, and then maybe kind of steal this game away. But it is an incredibly difficult spot, and M&S playing with fire.
Yeah, it does have Distortion, does have Mimic as well, I hope. That is not actually there, as he is going to go into his passive, and they find the right one. Oh no, it's the wrong one! Even I got trolled there, but they are still able to grab this. But it's a 1-for-1, and you'll take that if you're C9 and you're this far behind.
I think it's Cloud9, you have to try and make a play right now. Humanoid's on bot side. Can you find this engage while it's 3 people before Humanoid can join in?
Blabber's looking.
Yeah, they do finally see him, but is it too late? That's the question. They have to lock down Noah if they want to get anything done, as Fudge already down to 50%. That equalizer was a whole lot better, and they don't find too much more. Fudge is going to go down, and now Sven's just trying to get the CC, but Noah is just a raid boss. He is just too massive on this Aphelios. I feel like we're back to the old version of this champion, and that one was too oppressive. Noah is just reminding us what he used to be able to do, and he's doing it now on this patch of all things. Fnatic now pushing in. They are going to be able to take the inhibitor turret towards the top side of the map. Inhibitor going to go down as well. And he's now 10-0-7.
Humanoid elsewhere on the map. Blabber seeing if he can split up one of the recalls, maybe make something happen here. They might be able to chase down Oscar.
Yeah, M&S, can he actually land the chains to help lock down this Rumble? Or can he keep himself alive before the Rumble kills him is the question. M&S is now just one more tick of that Flame Spitter, and I think he would have died. Blabber's going to be able to lock it down because he's more durable, and they do manage to. This vision, he's still channeling the back as C9 look to try and defend, but every auto Noah throws into this turret is a dangerous one.
The Baron's expired, so he knows that they're going to come over towards that Elder
Humanoid,
now.
he finds the Glacial Prison that he stole away, and Oscar Innan's the one that finishes off the kill on M&S, and all the while, Sven is biding his time, waiting for his opportunity.
There's pings down. I think they know that Sven's missing.
Yeah.
They didn't see him underneath the tower. They're expecting the cow to be somewhere, so the cow has to back away. Fnatic get the pick off a Humanoid.
Plus the inhibitor following suit very quickly, and now Fnatic, I don't think they need a Baron. They've got the Elder buff, as now Fudge is diving in, gets a decent stun, but he can't get on top of Noah. He has to go golden as Razok is battling 3 people under these turrets, and the Jax is going to be dealt with. Blabber might be able to get one against his opposite number, but the rest of Fnatic are bearing down on them. It's a double kill for Oscar. It's Blabber on the fountain. Noah is just trying to bully them to get them away from these Nexus turrets. Blabber gets in there, but Noah's got a stopwatch. He's going to break that one onto the ground, and Noah will fall. I don't know whether it's going to be enough. They're holding for now, though.
Oh!
Humanoid walks back towards the turret. Blabber's trying to keep this one at bay, but there are just super minions everywhere. Okay, Humanoid throws out the chains. There's the last Nexus turret. Humanoid, can you finish the game here on now? He is so close to execution range. And there it is. The burn's going to come through. Sven not going to make this one happen, as the Nexus will